All-Star break is this week. Every team has 30 games or left in the regular season. So we thought today we'd have a little fun, little NBA topic, which is, can you win a championship? Can you win a playoff series? Or can you just start booking a vacation? At this point in the NBA, we kind of know what you are. Let's go, Joy.
All right, which tier are LeBron and the Lakers in?
They can win a championship. There's three things. They're long. They lead the NBA in 7 blocks a night. That's an unbelievable number. Length matters because it gets you extra possessions. They're experienced. That matters in the playoffs. They're also really efficient. They're shooting 49%, Joy. That's an incredible percentage. So I get the efficiency, I get LeBron, I get the length, and I get guys who have been around this league before. So this is a championship team.
Which tier are Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets in?
They can win a playoff series, but they have a problem. They don't have a third scorer. So they have Jokic, they have Jamal Murray, but their third scorer is Gary Harris, who's a 6'4" kid from Michigan State, nice player. But when you start going up against the Clippers and the Lakers and even Utah, to me, who's your third best player? I don't think they have one. I do think they're really good at home. I think they're well coached. They're going to win a playoff series. But at some point, they don't have the depth of scoring to win a championship.
What about Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers?
They can win a championship. This is my favorite to win it. I think we both think they're very good. Here's something to remember. When Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have both played, they're 17-5. They've got everything. And again, Kawhi and Paul play both ends of the floor. I got a championship coach. They add Marcus Morris. I think this should be the favorite to win the NBA championship, and they are.
What about Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz? Which tier?
I think they can win a series. I've seen them a lot this year. Their issue, they're a little like Denver. They need another wing athlete. They can't make stops on the wing. So they've got Bogdanovich can shoot. Donovan Mitchell can. Joe Ingles can get hot. But they're missing an athlete on the perimeter. They have the fewest steals in the NBA. Again, they don't make you uncomfortable defensively. They remind me a little bit of Boston. Boston has the athletic wings. They could use some size, whereas Utah's got the size, but I need somebody else. Now, I will say this about Utah. This is the one thing Utah's great at. They get hot from three. Between Donovan and Joe Ingles and Bogdanovich, they can get scorching hot from three. In fact, they have the best three-point shooting percentage in the NBA. They shoot 39% from threes. So you can outplay Utah. And this is the game I went to. You can outplay Utah. And they get hot for 4 minutes.
Right.
And Utah's a scary team to play because teams that you can outplay and lose to, and that's them, are always a headache.
So the Warriors were for a while.
Yep.
Which tier are James Harden and the Houston Rockets in?
Joy, I break your heart. This is book a vacation. They can't win a playoff series. I slept on it. Okay, here's the problem. They can't shoot. Okay, since January 1st, this is their real team now. They're the 4th worst shooting team in the league. They're also in their last 15 games, sub 500. That's with the best score in the league. They're also the 2nd worst rebounding differential in the NBA. So I got small, I got weird fit, I got not playing well, and not shooting well. That's not a good team.
I want to wait a little while on it.
All right.
Which tier are Chris Paul and the Thunder in?
Can't book a vacation. You can book a vacation. Nice story. But every time they've played good teams this year, they're 2-6 in the 8 games they've played, top 4 seeds. They're 11-16 against any playoff team. There's a difference between a great team and a great story. They've been a great story.
They're a great story.
They just don't have enough scores. They just don't have enough guys that can get buckets. That's it.
Which tier are Luka and the Mavericks in?
Now, I will say this is the weirdest team in the league. They can win a playoff series. Okay, they're significantly better on the road than at home, meaning they're going to steal game 1 of a series potentially. They're going to go on the road, and they're going to win game 1 on the road. They're 18-8 on the road. Another thing is when they're healthy, they are electric scoring. Between Porzingis and Luka, they have quarters. You can't stop them. So they're an electric team. They're well coached. And they're playing with house money. They're babies. It's a young team. They're not expected to win a championship. They're not going to have any anxiety when they play. and they're also making 15 three-pointers per game. Now, just think about that.
They're so fun to watch.
They really are. I've seen a lot of Dallas play this year. Again, not a great team, but like Utah, they'll shoot you out of a game in 5 minutes if you're not careful.
Which tier are Giannis and the Bucks in?
Can win a championship. They have length, they have size, they have experience, they're well coached. They're the Clippers of the East. Not quite as athletic on the wing, but can't beat them at home. Everybody I know in the league feels like they're going to fly through the East. Right now, against the East this year, they've played 31 games against the East. They've won 28. So they're going to get through the East and get to the finals having played almost the minimum number of playoff games required.
They'll be very rested.
Well-rested team.
Which tier are Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors in?
They can win a playoff series, but this is fool's gold again. They play hard and they're well coached, but they don't hit a lot of threes. They can be streaky offensively. Again, length, experience. Fred VanVleet is wonderful. It's a regular season story, and they play defense. As Mike Dunleavy told me years ago in the NBA, if you play defense, you're going to win 40 games in this league because a lot of teams are tired. The travel's rough. Toronto plays defense and has length, and they can shut you down, and that wins a lot of games. But when you get to the playoffs and you're facing stars, you need buckets, and they don't have enough buckets.
Well, yeah, they have great talent and culture, but you can't replace Kawhi Leonard.
Can't.
What tier are Kemba Walker and the Boston Celtics in?
Can win a playoff series. I need another scorer. Excellent defense. I think they have the second best field goal percentage defense in the NBA. Again, they're the opposite of Dallas. Dallas plays no defense but can shoot you out of a game. I feel like with Boston, I could use more size and another scorer. They play real defense. They're good at home. But again, I don't know how they stop Giannis in a series. I think they can beat everybody for a game, but I don't think they have enough punch to beat the good teams 4 times.
All right, there's only one answer to this. We'll see if you get it right. Which tier are Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat in?
Can book a vacation.
Boo!
First of all, Joy, they have 2 undrafted players in their starting 5.
And?
They can't shoot. So they got 2 big problems. Listen, Jimmy Butler's a great athlete. They play, it's
They also have 2 All-Stars.
And then nobody else who can shoot.
What do you mean?
They shoot 44% from the field the last 2 weeks. It's almost dead last in the NBA. They can't shoot. Now, again, they're a high-low team. The 2 guys you love are terrific. But the bottom end, there's not a lot in the...
You really don't think they can win a playoff series?
I don't think over the course of 7 games they would beat Philadelphia. I don't think they could. Philadelphia's got too many good players.
Well, let's ask about Philadelphia then. Joel Embiid and the Sixers.
Can win a playoff series, but in 13 games they've played the top 4 seeds in the East. They're 6-7. So again, they're just too talented not to win a playoff series. There's no way they can't get it right. First of all, they got Alec Burks and Glenn Robinson III at the trading deadline. So they added 2 shooters, which was an issue. You cannot convince me in the East, this Philadelphia 76ers, first 7 guys to play, it is simply way too talented not to win a playoff series. There's no way. Now they got guys off the bench who can shoot. There's no way they don't win a playoff series. As enigmatic as the Embiid-Simmons relationship is, it's impossible. See, here's the problem with Miami. You like Miami, so it makes me want to cheer for Miami. Kool-Aid, look this up. In the history of the NBA, has there ever been a team with 2 undrafted players that got to a conference championship? Kool-Aid, can you find that in 30 seconds?
Good luck.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think they're a great story, and they play hard, and it's Spoelstra, and they play defense, and they're well run, but you can't. They don't have enough talent.
They got to get a little more consistent with the shooting, but I do think they have enough talent to win a playoff series.
So we have the Bucks, Clippers, Lakers can win a championship. Nice little graphic there. The only thing I disagree in America, I have the Sixers, the Celtics, the Jazz, Dallas, Denver, and Toronto winning a playoff series. Miami, Rockets, OKC, book a vacation. And then the only thing I disagree with, people will disagree on Miami. If you live in Miami and you're listening, just ask yourself, you get into a big series, and you can't score at the basket against some, like with Toronto's length or Milwaukee's length, Miami, you're going to struggle at the basket. And I think in a series, you would struggle against Philadelphia.
But you don't think they could win the first round?
Well, I don't think they'd beat Philadelphia in a series. Over time, Philadelphia's got too much talent. And Philadelphia's...
I don't know. I kind of like that matchup.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.